Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series of videos I've been doing for a little while. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, this sounds delicious. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my Stellar Circuit shirt. One of a few that I have. It's a very cool shirt. I like the design. What is Stellar Circuits, though? Stellar Circuits, they are for all intents and purposes, they're a metal band out of the great state of North Carolina. I became familiar with these guys a few years ago at the time I'm doing this through a Facebook ad of all things. And I decided to go over there and actually check out their music, and it turned out I really, really liked it. I've been fortunate in that I've actually got to see them perform live a few times now. I try to, at least once a year when they come through to get out to see them. They're extremely good dudes. They've been nothing but kind and welcoming to me as being a weird, awkward fan of theirs. They're genuinely one of my favorite bands. I can't say enough good things about them. I've got merch. I've got pictures with them. They're good dudes. I've also got some videos of their performances that I've attended over the years. Those videos are on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, this has to be delicious. Why, folks? Because it's a brand new item from Wendy's. This is specifically their brand new Thin Mints Frosty. Ooh. So I don't know if that's like an actual tie-in with the Girl Scouts thing. I don't know if the Thin Mints brand name is something like they have trademarked or if it's a more general term. But I love mint. I love chocolate. Woo! So let's try this out. Well, it's been a little bit since I've reviewed anything from Wendy's. So, all right. And let's ooh, yeah. And then let's get a thing for the thing here. We'll kind of go like this. Let's give it a go. Oh, mint and chocolate is good. I like that. Part of me wonders if they're bringing this out when they are, because right now it's Shamrock Shake season for McDonald's. They just went over there and brought out, re-brought out the Shamrock Shake. And I love the Shamrock Shake. I've reviewed it a few times on the channel. But, okay, I wonder if this is them getting in a little bit of a dig, because everybody likes to dig at McDonald's. It's fun. I like this a bunch. Ooh, there's even little cookie pieces in there. Like, they're very, very fine. They almost kind of, yeah, like they're very, very fine. They're not, big chunks, which is kind of unfortunate. I think that would have made this even better. But they add in a little texture. They give it a little something extra. I like that. I will say, the mint aspect of it isn't as pronounced as maybe I would have liked. Because I do like some strong mint flavor, but it's definitely still in there. It's definitely still doing what it needs to do. And mint and chocolate just works well together as a flavor combination. If you don't believe me, okay, if you look, people are allowed to have their own opinions and what have you. But if you're not into mint and chocolate, I don't even know what to do with you. Okay, I can't, you might as well come from some other fucking universe. Like, we're not gonna, But no, I really like this. It's chocolate and mint. like I said, my only gripe is that I wish the flavors were stronger. I like this. It's really tasty. But it's not exactly what I would consider like my penultimate version of this. Because when I think of like the Thin Mints themselves, I like Thin Mints. Again, really strong chocolate flavor. You get a nice hit of mint. Even if I go, if I'm sort of working with like another Thin Mint associated thing, like the Dunkin' stuff, right? They have the Thin Mint coffee that they do. Again, a little bit stronger on the mint, a little bit stronger on the chocolate. With the Frosty, I love a Frosty, and I've reviewed plenty of Wendy's Frosties. They're doing all these cool special flavors. They can be a little bit hit or miss, depending on, the flavors that they're putting through and, how they're trying to put it together. Because, at the end of the day, it's like, a Frosty isn't the strongest vehicle for those really strong flavors, but I'm still okay with this. Like, again, yeah, I could envision a world where a better version of this exists, but for what it is, I'm absolutely not mad at it. This is probably, I would say this is probably one of my favorite new Frosties that they've come up with. Because, I like the chocolate end of things. I like the mint end of things. It's just good and tasty. And I do appreciate the little cookie bits in there. Again, I would have liked, everything about this is like, if they just done a little bit more, it would have been perfect for me. But, even with the way that it's put together, again, I just think it's very nice and tasty. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Absolutely, and absolutely. I think that this is a situation where I could go over there and I could bitch and moan and lament what could have been, because again, I do think they could have done this a little bit better. But I don't want to do that because it's chocolate and mint. And at the end of the day, it's a cool collaboration, and I just like chocolate and mint. Razafraz son! Specifically tried to find a space that was kind of out of the way to the sun, but oh well. But no, I think it's a tasty treat. Like I said, I do think that it's probably, for me, one of my favorite sort of alternate flavors that they've come out with for the Frosties. And yeah, it's just, look, I'm a simple bitch. You go over there and you put mint and chocolate together, I'm probably going to be a fan. There you go. I'm a fan. Now, that said, like, it's not the best version of it, but if I'm recommending it, though, it depends on who you are and what you like. If you're one of those extra-dimensional entities that doesn't like mint and chocolate together, I don't know, maybe you go over there and like, I don't know, Korvac and Splack together. Go back to your own universe and fucking get your weird-ass fucking kicks. I don't care. You do you. But if you're a galactus-fearing Earth universe inhabitant like myself, look, man, again, it's maybe, I wouldn't consider it a destination item. Like, I don't think you need to go out of your way for it. But if you like mint and chocolate, it does hit. Maybe not to, again, the extent that I personally would like. But it's good, and I think it's a tasty treat and something that you could go over there and tag in, while it's around. I'm just saying. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves your truly mint chocolate-tastic rest of your life. Because it's mint and chocolate. I brought up the Galactus thing, but in canon continuity, at least originally, I don't know anymore, I'm so fucking far out of comics, but Galactus actually came from a previous incarnation of our universe, so. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. Son! But it's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. you're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, Raz son. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, and when we find ourselves in said situations, dealing with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, take stock of ourselves, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, at the time I'm doing this, not to bring things down, but, I recently, just literally a few hours ago, learned about the tragic passing of a coworker of mine, a long-term coworker, a guy who I held in very high esteem. And it sucks a lot. I didn't even really know that I wanted to do any reviews or anything, but I wanted to get out of my head a little bit, and I don't know, maybe it's affected my performance here a little bit. I don't know. But, I just wanted to say, life is short. Try to be good to the people that care about you and that support you. And, let's just try to be good to one another, and again, try to live our lives to the best that we can. Anyway.